Okay, good morning. Welcome to today's video. To start off these videos at this point, because my hair is getting a little bit longer, I have to run into the bathroom, spray my hair like a madman with a spray bottle, and then I can start talking to the camera. Because if not, every time I Snapchat my family, if you know what Seinfeld is, they tell me that I look like Kramer. And at first I thought that was a bad thing. I thought it was an insult, but honestly, I think it's a good thing. Hope you guys are having a great start to the day and a great start to the new year. If you watched my last video, I was sick the entire Christmas and New Year's, so I feel like I'm really far behind. I'm at my lowest weight I've been in forever. I have been averaging like one meal a day. I've not been working out, I've not been running, and if you've been keeping up with me, we are in the middle of a build to a sub 3:30 marathon. I feel like I'm really far behind, and I hate that feeling, but the great thing about the month of January is that's when everyone's trying to get back on track. So I'm not gonna seem out of place by trying to do the same thing. So today's video is gonna be all about getting myself back on track. I hope that is as motivating to me as it is to you, and that will help keep things in gear. It's a week into January, so people's resolutions and goals may already be starting to fade. We got a full day ahead of us. Spill this, but let's try our coffee here. Unless it's too hot, we're gonna go for it. Not bad. Not bad. Ever since I was sick, I feel like it's been a little weird with hot coffee because I made a hot coffee. I brought it to my parents' house for Christmas, and I didn't take a single drink of it. I just dumped the whole thing out. I just felt so sick. So because of that, hot coffee's been a little bit weird. I've been doing a lot of iced coffee recently, but we're getting back to it slowly but surely. It looks like we definitely have some work to do. Training status, decreasing. 100% recovery, meaning we should be ready to go. Running fitness is an 82 score. It says my projected marathon will be a 3:38. I will never believe that. And then here's our updated. We got 87% recovery. And then here's our run for today. We did 3 miles on the treadmill. That took us 26 minutes, 42 seconds, averaging 8 minutes, 51 seconds per mile. My wife just said, and I totally agree, she's like, how far did you run? Because that felt like it took forever. I was like, that's exactly what I said when I was at mile like 1.3. And I was like, how am I not done yet? I feel like if I was outside, I would have been done. But there's something about a treadmill that makes it take forever. I even got to the really sad point where when I was running, I was like counting how many steps it took to turn from like 1.23 to 1.24. And I was like, all right, we got to stop this. So I swapped from a podcast to music and tried to just not look at the screen, but felt pretty good. Felt a little stiff, which is to be expected after not running for about 2 weeks now. But we got the 3 miles done. And then after that, I included some lower body lifts, and we did just kind of the 3 major. That's today's workout, not too bad at all. And we got all that done before 9 a.m. And we didn't wake up on time. So I'm actually overall pretty happy with that. We're back! Hey you! We're back from the gym! How you doing? Look like you just woke up from a juicy nap. Alright, do you wanna go play toys? Come on! All right, so we're gonna do a quick outfit of the day before we start our breakfast here. First of all, these joggers I got from Old Navy a long time ago. I have like 3 or 4 colors, I think, of these, but they're super comfortable, super nice, and they kind of look mildly stylish rather than like your typical sweatpants. So we're gonna wear these. This Goodfellow shirt from Target, super, super soft. I have 2 of these as well, but I like the color. I feel like it matches really well with the joggers. Because it's kind of a comfy morning here, we're gonna rock the Nike quarter zip. I keep saying quarter zip, it's a half zip technically. We're gonna wear the Nike half zip, which I got with some Christmas money. That's kind of a new addition. And gray is kind of a boring plain color, but I like it. It's a good color to me, and it kind of goes with everything. That way I can wear it with darker joggers, or I can wear it with the tan ones we have today. Gonna put on some Nike socks here. I'm usually not a big name brand person, but we got these for Christmas as well, so that's kind of why it showed up. We have become a slipper guy because of our apartment and because of the colder weather since it's January in Ohio. So we're gonna wear slippers. And then this is my favorite watch of all time. It's a wooden watch I got from Be Well, and I actually wore this on our wedding. Another piece of minimalistic jewelry, I also wore this on our wedding as well, and I just really like it. I think I got this from Vasier is the brand. And I wear this all the time, and it's super low-key, super minimalistic, but I don't know, it kind of just adds, okay? It adds. So that is our outfit of the day. Again, very casual, but very comfy. I don't love just putting on like super soft sweatpants and just a hoodie all the time. Like, I do feel better if I can dress up just a little bit, or at least pick out something nice that I like. So we're gonna go with this for today's outfit. It is time to get some breakfast. I wanna talk a lot about goals and accountability and some things like that. So let's show you what we have for breakfast. All right, my hair's not done yet, so don't laugh at me, but here is our final product right here. Everything on this plate, we added up, the totals are gonna be 850 calories and then 45 grams of protein. So I am getting back on the train of counting my calories and my protein at least, just to make sure I know how much I'm eating, because if not, I'll just do whatever I feel like. And I found out that that's a lot less than I need, especially when I'm running and lifting now. All right, we had to make a second cup of coffee. We didn't have to, we got to make a second cup of coffee. So I got to use my new French press that I got for Christmas. Like I said, if you've been keeping up with me, the last video I was talking about how I was sick for the last week. Because of that, my weight has fluctuated. I've always been in the 170s, like 175 to 178. Never 180, never 160s, but we weighed in at like 168.5 the other day, early in the morning. And I was like, okay, my one meal per day while I've been sick is definitely catching up with me a little bit. So I couldn't think of a better way to get back on track other than keeping myself accountable by writing things down. That is the most important thing that I can tell you that has helped me a ton. And the simplest way I think about that is, if you're a runner and you always hear the term or the phrase Strava or it didn't happen, that's the idea here, is write it down or it won't happen. If you think about that and that's something that helps you, I really encourage you to try that, because I think, like most people, at some point you forget your goals, your resolutions, and you kind of just, things fall apart at some point. I think I keep seeing a dumb commercial about that from Planet Fitness called Quitter's Day. It's the third week in January or something like that. But that's ultimately what we want to avoid. So what I've done is I literally just got this super cheap whiteboard from Myers, and we put this on our fridge. And I made for myself a couple non-negotiables. So the first thing is taking my creatine consistently. I have unflavored creatine and I always mix it in orange juice. That's just what I like to do. So 5 grams every day, and I'm not good at taking it. And it's the easiest thing to do. Just one scoop, put it in, and drink it, and I always forget. So that's something I'm doing every single day. The other thing is working on my calorie intake. So let me pull this up real quick. So I did some work on a calorie calculator, and my maintenance calories is anywhere between 3,000 to 3,100. So right now my goal is to get 3,200 calories in every day. I'm going to try and do that for the first week, and then week 2 we're going to go up to 3,300, and then week 3 3,400 until we hit probably 3,500 or 3,600 calories, depending on how much we run. My last non-negotiable every day, 165 grams of protein. We're going to start there. I'd like to get up to 175, but I got to start at a baseline to get myself comfortable. So that's what we're looking at for my current 3 non-negotiables, and I want every day to achieve this. Another thing I added was this morning I had some energy chews. I got these in my stocking for Christmas. So I had some of those, which is going to give me an extra 200 calories, I believe, before we did our run and our lift. Hopefully your guys' New Year's resolutions and goals are going well, or you're at least staying on top of them. I'm trying my best to, and I feel like the only way I can do it is if I write it down. And if I don't write it down, it's just not going to happen. The rest of today is going to be focused on accomplishing the non-negotiables. We need to take our creatine, which we're going to do right now, and then continue to try and get more calories, more protein, and keep everything as healthy as possible. We're done training for the day, but I do work 2 to 5. So I work in 3 hours. So short work day today, but that gives us plenty of time to focus on our main goals right now. So that's what we're going to do the rest of today. All right, after finishing that, we can at least check off one of these boxes and say that we're done with the creatine for the day. And that will add some calories from the orange juice as well. Put us at about 1,200. My handwriting's terrible. Same for the protein here. Hi, don't scratch my pants, please. But we will not usually check these boxes off until close to like 9 o'clock at night. It takes me a while to hit all those goals, but we will continue to work on those. For lunch today, it's going to be a smaller meal than usual because I should have eaten my breakfast at 9, but I had my breakfast after 10 because I was filming. So anytime I'm making videos, it seems to take forever and everything gets pushed back, which is okay. For this meal though, I'm going to have one of these Red's Organic Chicken, Cilantro, and Lime Burritos. 12 grams of protein, 270 calories, plus I always dip it in sour cream, and sometimes we'll make guac and dip it in that as well. So we're gonna make one of these in the air fryer. And then for some extra protein here, we're gonna make a shake. 130 calories in a scoop of this, 24 grams of grass-fed protein, vanilla flavored. There are literally 7 ingredients in this. It's super simple, pretty clean. This is what we're gonna use. I'm trying to do the math and film at the same time. It's a disaster. 130 calories from the protein plus 270. I always do 270 plus 30, that's 300. Add in the other 100, that's 400, if you're still with me here. Got to estimate what we use for things like sour cream, and they don't have organic, so don't come at me. But I would probably do 2 servings, which is 4 tablespoons of this. So that'd be 120 calories. So 520 calories, really no protein in here at all. 12 grams of protein in this plus 24. That's 36 grams of protein. I did it. It took me 4 takes, but those are going to be our totals. All right, so updating our current numbers on our tracker here. It's going to be 1,900 calories and 81 grams of protein as of 12:30 p.m. 1,900 calories, 81 grams of protein. What if I actually wrote on the lens? I wonder if that would come off. I'm not going to do it. That's an ugly lighting setup right there. Top-down lighting, never a good look. I'll tell you that right now. Sorry, my wife is trying to say something. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when you're done, can you put away the air fryer, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can I vlog?
Yes.
Thank you. I got to get away from this downlight. It's making me look rough. Let's just stand against a plain wall like this. We went to the grocery store after work, and we're gonna have a taco night tonight. Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday.
It is.
So it's Taco Tuesday, whatever. I also do this annoying, I don't even think it's annoying, but I come home and as dinner's being made, I just have to have a snack. So I have this leftover pancake and it's a big one. It's the other half of the batter. So we're gonna add an extra 220 calories plus butter and syrup, and that's gonna be my meal. For whatever reason, because I've been increasing my calories, like when I get home, I have to eat. I can't even describe it. I'm never a hangry person, but as I'm getting used to eating 3,300 calories, I just have to have it. So before we even have tacos, I'm gonna finish off this leftover pancake. Our totals will be reflected right here. 2,400 calories, 96 grams of protein. So we're gonna finish that and then get started on tacos. And you are not supposed to be on the counter, are you? She just loves to be around us. I also feel like these videos totally fall apart. Like my ideas are good throughout the day, and the second I get home from work, because that's what my brain's doing. So I'm gonna do my best to stay on track and finish up this video. But again, I still want to, with you guys, finish our non-negotiables, which is 3,200 calories, 165 grams of protein, and we're gonna do it. If you can see here, I had to use 2 different iPhones and 2 different phone calculators to calculate my calories on one and my protein on the other. So for this right here, we're looking at approximately 1,000 calories and then 54 grams of protein. So with this meal, bringing our totals to 34, which we can check that we're over, and I can't do that in my head, plus 96 would be 150. So we're not quite to 165 yet, but we definitely will hit it. Basically what I have to do is eat half of the taco meat as ground beef, and I did my best to portion out what I think this would be. But because I'm trying to gain weight, I always do a little bit less. So if I'm unsure, I shortchange myself, because I would rather accidentally eat more calories than I need, if that kind of makes sense, versus thinking I'm eating more than I actually am and I'm not growing. So we're gonna eat this, and I definitely need to keep drinking water, because the more I take creatine I feel like a teacher. The more I take creatine consistently, class, the more I get thirsty. I know that's partially the point of creatine, but I definitely did not realize how much of an effect that is. So, dinner time. My wife is waiting. She wants to eat her food. My food's freaking cold because I'm trying to make a video. So, let's eat our food. Alright, our day is coming to a close here. My cat keeps playing on the counter, which is really annoying for whatever reason. Alright, we've officially hit our goals for the day. 3,600 calories and 170 grams of protein, which is just a little bit over both of those. And obviously we took our creatine, so we hit all 3 of our non-negotiables. To finish that off, I just got lazy. I made half of a whey shake with the vanilla, and no, I do not get tired of vanilla. I don't know how people do the birthday cake and the triple chocolate fudge and funfetti. It's just, my stomach would explode. Vanilla is perfect for me for whey. And then we got this as a treat at the store. Pretty low calorie, but luckily I've eaten all my calories for the day, and I still have a little bit of room in my stomach for something sweet. So since my wife's trying to go dairy-free, gluten-free for a little bit, I'm participating and I'm going for the dairy-free cold brew ice cream. It's not ice cream. Sorbetto. I don't know what the frick that is. But anyway, this is going to end my night of my day in a life. The last quote I will leave you with tonight: if nothing changes, nothing changes. Meaning, if you want a different outcome than what you had last time, you got to do something different. If you don't do anything different, you're going to have the same year twice. And that would be pretty miserable, I think. I don't know. I want to do something different. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Drink a coffee for me. I'd appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like I said, we tried this Talento sorbetto, dairy-free. I don't know the difference between sorbetto and sorbet. I really don't. But it's cold brew coffee. I don't even typically like cold brew, and I'm a coffee fanatic. But there is just something about this. I'm telling you, it's incredible. It's super smooth. Well, it's probably the guar gum and the carrot bean gum, but it's just, I don't know. It's got coconut oil in it. I don't even like coconut oil. I can always taste distinct coconut, and it just hits a different part of my soul. It makes me want to just shave off all my head and go bald, and then take that hair and like attach it and make it into a beard, and then shave that off and just yeah, it's pretty good. Guys, I'm sorry about that. I should never have attempted to show you my true personality. I'm sorry, I probably scared you there for a second. For a second there, I almost accidentally just opened up and revealed a part of my true self, and I apologize for that. I'm gonna go right back to my old character that I was. But guys, this is really freaking good. Please subscribe. Just at this point, I'm begging. All right, I gotta go to bed. I'm getting really weird, and it's how is this video still running? My wife's freaking out in the background. It's 9:42. I gotta go to bed. Like and subscribe, and bye, Talento. Talento. That's my ending.